The solstice singers are we. Don't tell us what we can and can't. We like to get together and sing. The solstice singers are we. Don't tell us what we can and can't. We like to get together and sing. The solstice singers are we. Don't tell us what we can and can't. We like to get together and sing.
The solstice singers are we. Don't tell us what we can and we can't. Don't tell us what the singers are we. Can't sing.
Don't tell us what we can and we can't. We like to get together and can't sing. Don't tell us what the singers are we.
Can't sing.
Don't tell us what we can and can't sing. We like to get together and can't sing. Don't tell us what the singers are we.
Can't sing.
Don't tell us what we can and can't sing. We like to get together and sing.
The solstice singers are we. Lori,
Lisa, Kathy,
Ann,
Terry, Susan.
Mike, Rich, Dan.
not always certain. That arrangement was made for us by a former member, Chuck Bacon, and we sing it with joy in his memory. This evening's program is Old World, New World, Our World. We have 5 Renaissance madrigals, what we got together to start singing 27 years ago. We have some modern takes on madrigals, and we have some 18th century peal of bells, and then some traditional music adapted over the centuries in North America and Central and South America. Our first song, O Lady When I Behold, by John Wilby, a song the Pilgrims could have enjoyed if they were into enjoying not religious music. So, Carpe Diem, your lips are like roses, you know, gather ye rosebuds while ye may. So, Lady When I Behold.
Lady, when I behold, lady, when I behold, the roses sprouting, the roses sprouting. Lady, when I behold, lady, when I behold, the roses sprouting, the
States, De Colores, celebrating the colors of springtime in Spanish, and a little bit of chicken song at the same time.
De colores que lucen los mantos de la primavera. De colores son los favoritos que tienen mi abuelo. De colores de que arco iris debemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes colores que gustan colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes colores que gustan colores me gustan a mí. Canta el gallo con el kiri, 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 kiri. La gallina con el caro, 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 caro. Los polluelos con el río, 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 y por eso los grandes colores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes colores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
That was from our NAFTA neighbors to the south, and now from our NAFTA neighbors to the north, a traditional fish song from Newfoundland, and then one warm and dear to the cockles of the hearts of New Englanders and especially Cape Codders. So, the fish of the sea from Newfoundland and Cape Cod girls from, well, where else?
Come all ye young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish of the sea. And blow the winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes.
Now first comes the whale, the biggest of all. He climbs up aloft and lets every sail fall.
Then blow the winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes.
Then next comes the mackerel with his striped back. He hauled at the sheet and boarded each tack.
Then blow the winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes.
And next comes the porpoise with his short snout. He went to the wheel shouting, steady about.
Then blow the winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes.
Then up come the smell, the smallest of all. He jumped to the poop and sang topsail haul.
Then blow the winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes.
The codfish comes saying, I'm king of the sea. If you want any wind, I'll blow you a breeze.
Then blow the winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southern, so steady she goes. Come all ye young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish of the sea.
Fish, Cape Cod girls and Cape Cod boys. Are you ready over there, girls?
Cape Cod girls don't use no combs.
Heave away, heave away. They comb their hair with codfish throats, and we're bound away for Australia. So heave her up, my bully, bully boys. All away, all away. Heave her up and don't you make a noise, for we're bound away for Australia. Cape Cod boys ain't got no sleds. Heave away, heave away. They ride down hills on codfish heads, and we're bound away for Australia. So heave her up, my bully, bully boys. All away, all away. Heave her up and don't you make a noise, for we're bound away for Australia. Cape Cod men don't got no sails. Heave away, heave away. They sail their boats with codfish tails, and we're bound away for Australia. So heave her up, my bully, bully boys. All away, all away. Heave her up and don't you make a noise, or we're bound away for Australia. Cape Cod women don't make annual pies. They leave away. They fill their pies with codfish eyes, and we're bound away for Australia. So heave her up, my bully, bully boys. Heave away, heave away. Heave her up and don't you make a noise, or we're bound away for Australia. Cape Cod folks ain't got no hills. Heave away, heave away. Cape Cod doctors feed them codfish pills, and we're bound away for Australia. So heave her up, my bully, bully boys. All away, all away. Heave her up and don't you make a noise, or we're bound away for Australia.
Places, places, get those instruments tuned, get them tuned. Come on, get going. This is a traditional Austrian teaching toll.
The fiddles, they sing it, and so better dance with it. They sway as they play it, they sing all they say.
Lovely. Reeds?
The clarinet says do-a-do-a-do-a-do-a-net. The clarinet says do-a-do-a-do-a-det. Oh, the fiddles, they sing it, and so they dance with it. They sway as they play it, they sing all they say.
The loud ones in the back.
The horns, they shout it out. The horns, they shout it out.
The fiddles, they sing it, and so they dance with it. They sway as they play it, they sing all this out.
Now, let's keep the time.
The drum has no trouble, just double, dub, double. 5 dum 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 dum. The horns they sing, they shout and they swing. The horns they sing all day out.
The trumpet troublemakers.
The trumpet must trumpet, 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 the trumpet must trumpet, trumpet. The villains they sing and they shout and they swing, they sway and they play and they sing all day out.
The show-off bassoon.
The bassoon, it makes a point of counterpoint. Da 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 da. The bassoon, it makes a point of counterpoint. Da 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 da. The bassoon makes a point of counterpoint.
Of the orchestra, not quite all of them. Our next song is a counting song, which is also a teaching song. Green Grow the Rushes is an American folk song, a counting song, and here come some of my counters. Come in. Let's move on in when you got your cards. Find your places. If you're tempted, sing along with the chorus.
I'll sing you one, oh.
Green grow the rushes, oh, what is your one, oh?
One is one and all alone and evermore shall be so.
I'll sing you two, oh. Green grow the rushes, oh, what is your two, oh? Two, the lily white boys, clover, Rowland green, oh. One is one and all alone and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you three, oh. Green grow the rushes, oh, what is your three, oh? Green grow the rushes, oh, what is your four, oh? Three, the rivals. Two, lily white boys, clothed them all in green, oh. One is one and all alone and evermore shall be so. I'll sing you five, oh. Green grow the rushes, oh, what is your five, oh? Five for the symbols at your door. Four for the gospel makers. Three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys, clothed them all in green, oh. One is one and all alone and evermore shall be so.
I'll sing you six, oh.
Green grow the rushes, oh, what is your six, oh?
Six for the six proud walkers.
Five for the symbols at your door. Four for the gospel makers. Three, the rivals. Two, the lily white boys, clothed them all in green, oh. One is one and all alone and evermore shall be so.
I'll sing you 7-0.
Green gold rushes, oh, what is your 7-0?
7 for the 7 stars in the sky.
6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the symbols at your door, 4 for the gospel makers, 3 the rivals, 2 the lily white boys, pull them all in green, oh, 1 is 1 and all alone and nevermore shall be so.
I'll sing you 8-0.
Green gold rushes, oh, what is your 8-0?
8 for the April rainers.
7 for the sun stars in the sky, 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the symbols at your door, 4 for the gospel makers, 3 the rivals, 2 the lily white boys, pull them all in green, oh, 1 is 1 and all alone and nevermore shall be so.
I'll sing you 9-0.
Green gold rushes, oh, what is your 9-0?
9 for the 9 white driners.
8 for the April rainers, 7 for the sun stars in the sky, 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the symbols at your door, 4 for the gospel makers, 3 the rivals, 2 the lily white boys, pull them all in green, oh, 1 is 1 and all alone and nevermore shall be so.
I'll sing you 10-0.
Green gold rushes, oh, what is your 10-0?
10 for the 10 commandments.
9 for the 9 red shiners, 8 for the April rainers, 7 for the 7 stars in the sky, 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the symbols at your door, 4 for the gospel makers, 3 the rivals, 2 the lily white boys, pull them all in green, oh, 1 is 1 and all alone and nevermore shall be so.
I'll sing you 11-0.
Green gold rushes, oh, what is your 11-0?
11 I went to heaven.
10 for the 10 commandments, 9 for the 9 bright shiners, 8 for the April rainers, 7 for the sun stars in the sky, 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the symbols at your door, 4 for the gospel makers, 3 the rivals, 2 the lily white boys, pull them all in green, oh, 1 is 1 and all alone and nevermore shall be so.
I'll sing you 12-0.
Green gold rushes, oh, what is your 12-0?
12 for the 12 apostles. 11 for the
10 for the 10 commandments, 9 for the 9 bright shiners, 8 for the April rainers, 7 for the 7 stars in the sky, 6 for the 6 proud walkers, 5 for the symbols at your door, 4 for the gospel makers, 3 the rivals, 2 the lily white boys, pull them all in green, oh, 1 is 1 and all alone and nevermore shall be so.
In 1971, Bob Pegg wrote a song called Rise Up Jock. We have some guest artists who you will recognize, Jacek and Margaret Slanowska. You can stay here after this show is done and get a second helping of Jacek. He's going to be performing with Tom Gu. And this is called Rise Up Jock. It's based on an age-old tradition of mummers' plays. The tradition goes back into the mists of time, back before the Middle Ages. And the mummers' play always involves a death and a miraculous healing. It's a triumph of good over evil, of life over death. And here we have a very, very special take on a mummers' play composed in 1971.
As I walked out one evening to take the pleasant air, the birds were singing in the trees, the weather it was fair. I sat for a while to rest my back at the foot of a shady oak, when by there came a band of men, their faces smudged with smoke. So it's rise up, Jock, and sing your song. For the summer is short and the winter long. Let us all join hands and form a chain till the leaves of springtime bloom again. Now the first to come in was a soldier, his rifle in his hand. He just returned from fighting wars in many's the distant land, and he left his regiment sleeping at the foot of a foreign hill, and he's returned to England to kill or to be killed. So it's rise up, Jock, and sing your song, for the summer is short and the winter long. Let's all join hands and form a chain till the leaves of springtime bloom again. Now the next to come in was a sailor. He'd just returned from sea. He'd sailed away for 7 long years till at last he was set free. That evening as the sun went down, he'd anchored by the shore, and he's returned to England to fight one battle more. So it's rise up, Jock, and sing your song, for the summer is short and the winter long. Let's all join hands and form a chain till the leaves of springtime bloom again. In the middle of the forest, where the blackbird sweet did sing, the soldier and the sailor took their place inside a ring. And when the battle started, they went at it blow by blow. And when the battle ended, down their backs the blood did flow. So it's rise up, Jock, and sing your song, for the summer is short and the winter long. Let's all join hands and form a chain till the leaves of springtime bloom again. Now a chimney sweep and a doctor came a-walking arm in arm, and when they spied the bodies there, they showed no alarm. For the doctor, he'd been a-traveling through Italy, France, and Spain, and he had in his bag a tiny flask to ease their aches and pain. Oh, it's rise up, Jock, and sing your song, for the summer is short and the winter long. Let's all join hands and form a chain till the leaves of springtime bloom again. He gave a drink to the soldier, who rose up from the ground, and he began to sing his song as he passed the bottle round. Likewise the sailor up from the ground, sure as he was born. And the soldier, the sailor, the doctor, and the sweet, they danced into the dawn. So it's rise up, Jock, and sing your song, for the summer is short and the winter long. Let's all join hands and form a chain till the leaves of springtime bloom again. So it's rise up, Jock, and sing your song, for the summer is short and the winter long. Let's all join hands and form a chain till the leaves of springtime bloom again.
So, heading north to Canada and the traditions from the French speakers, the men of the Solstice singers will sing J'ai vu le loup, le renard, le lièvre. I have seen the wolf, the fox, and the hare. This is the trapper song. And then our actors will present a fable for our time based on these same 3 characters.
J'ai vu le loup, le renard, le lièvre, j'ai vu le loup, le renard, je l'ai, c'est moi-même qui les ai chignés. J'ai vu le loup, le renard, le lièvre, c'est moi-même qui les ai chignés. J'ai vu le loup, le renard, je l'ai. J'ai vu le loup, le renard, le lièvre, j'ai vu le loup, le renard santé, c'est moi-même qui les ai chignés. J'ai vu le loup, le renard, le lièvre, c'est moi-même qui les ai chignés. J'ai vu le loup, le renard chanter. J'ai vu le loup, le renard, le lièvre, j'ai vu le loup, le renard danser, c'est moi-même qui les ai virés. J'ai vu le loup, le renard, le lièvre, c'est moi-même qui les ai virés. J'ai vu le loup, le renard danser.
The Fox and the Wolf, a fable. One sunny day, a rabbit came out of her hole in the ground to enjoy the weather. The day was so nice that the rabbit became careless. So a fox sneaked up behind her and caught her.
Wait! Your ears. But I am going to eat you for lunch.
You shouldn't eat me just yet.
Replied the rabbit.
Yes, I'm almost done writing my PhD thesis.
That's a silly excuse. What's the title of this thesis, anyway?
The title is The Superiority of Rabbits Over Foxes and Wolves.
Are you crazy? I should eat you up right now. Everyone knows a fox will always win out over a rabbit.
Not really. Not according to my research. Perhaps you'd like to come along to my den and read it for yourself. If you don't agree with my conclusions, you can eat me for lunch.
Well, since the fox was curious and had nothing to lose, he went with the rabbit into her hole. The fox never came back out. A few days later, the rabbit was again taking a break from writing, and sure enough, a wolf came out of the bushes and was ready to eat her. Wait, yelled the rabbit.
You shouldn't eat me just yet.
And why might that be, my fuzzy appetizer?
I'm just finishing writing my thesis on the superiority of rabbits over foxes and wolves.
Well, the wolf laughed so hard, he almost lost his hold on the rabbit.
Well, perhaps you'd like to come back to my hole and read it and see for yourself. If you don't agree with my conclusions, you may eat me.
So the wolf went to the rabbit's hole and never came out. The rabbit finished writing her thesis and was out celebrating the lettuce fields. Another rabbit came by and asked,
What's up, Doc? You seem very happy.
Yup, I just finished writing my dissertation.
Wow, what's it about?
The title is The Superiority of Rabbits Over Foxes and Wolves.
That doesn't seem right.
Oh yes. Come along to my den and you can see for yourself.
So they went together to the rabbit's hole. As they went in, the friends saw the typical graduate student abode, albeit a rather messy one after writing a thesis. The computer with the controversial dissertation was in one corner. On the right, there was a pile of fox bones. On the left, a pile of wolf bones. And in the middle was a lion. The moral of the story is, the title of your dissertation doesn't matter. The research doesn't matter. All that matters is who your advisor is.
And now, two very traditional Renaissance madrigals, one by Pierre Serton from the 16th century, and another by Pierre Attignan. And the first one is about gossip. And I had occasion just this evening to talk to some of my enfants de soleil about gossip and what one should and should not do. Don't even gossip about family members, but never gossip about anyone else. So, Je ne l'ose dire by Pierre Serton, followed by what else? Some Time in the Pubs.
La la la, je ne l'ose dire, la la la, je ne vous dirai, la la la, je ne vous dirai, il est
qui de sa femme est jaloux. Il n'est pas jaloux sans cause, mais il est cocu du tout. Et là, je ne l'ose dire, là, je ne le dirai, là, je ne le dirai. Il n'est pas jaloux sans cause, mais il est cocu du tout. Il était sur la veille, au marché s'en va à tout. Et là, je ne l'ose dire, là, je ne vous dirai. Et là, je ne vous dirai, là. I don't dare repeat it, la. I'll tell only you, oh, la. I'll tell only you.
Buvons bien, buvons mes amis, trinquons, buvons gaiement, chantons, en mangeant d'un gras jambon, à ce flacon, faisons la guerre. Buvons bien, buvons mes amis, trinquons, buvons gaiement, chantons, en mangeant d'un gras jambon, à ce flacon, faisons la guerre. Buvons bien, buvons mes amis, trinquons, buvons gaiement, chantons, en mangeant d'un gras jambon, à ce flacon, faisons la guerre. Buvons bien, buvons mes amis, trinquons, buvons gaiement, chantons, buvons bien, buvons mes amis, trinquons, buvons gaiement, chantons, en mangeant d'un gras jambon, à ce flacon, faisons la guerre. En mangeant d'un gras jambon, à ce flacon, faisons la guerre. Buvons bien, buvons mes amis, trinquons, buvons gaiement, chantons.
It's easy to understand why our forefathers of 1620 in Plymouth wanted to escape that kind of music. In our next song, and the children can come in, please. Les Enfants du Soleil, get in places for Bonnie Church bells. The third verse, if you listen carefully, talks about the fact that the bells in the towers of the clocks were signaling to people to come home. And in the third verse, you'll hear that they don't leave the bar until they hear the mighty tongue. But these are representatives of Les Enfants du Soleil who perform with the Solstice singers. And let's have our names. Start with the back row.
I'm Leah,
Lucia.
Mason, Rowland, Tallulah, Miguel.
And the round that they're singing for us was composed in the 18th century. So it's not completely modern, but it's not Renaissance.
Hark, the Bonnie Christ Church bells ring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They sound so wondrous great, so wondrous sweet, and they toll so merrily. Hark, the first and second bell that every day at 4 and 10 cries, come, 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 come to prayer, and the verger troops before the tea. Tingle, tingle, tingles a small bell at night to call the laggards home. But the devil a man will leave his camp till he hears the mighty tone. Hark, the Bonnie Christ Church bells ring, 1, 2, It sounds so wondrous great, so wondrous sweet, and they told so merrily, merrily. Hark, the first and second bell that every day at 4 in the town cries, come, 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 come to prayer, and the doors are fixed before the tea. Tinkle, 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 so small, the to call the laggard toll. But the devil on God will leave his head till he hears the mighty toll. Tinkle, 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 small bells right to call the laggard toll. But the devil of man will leave his head till he hears the mighty toll.
We have a madrigal of our time. Lou Nathanson, a folk singer from Alaska, wrote a madrigal about duct tape. It came to us courtesy of Jim Cleary and Car Talk Radio, right? And if you think this should be easy, think about saying duct tape and having 2 T's in it. So come on in, ladies and gentlemen.
Duct tape, oh where is my duct tape? My old boat is leaking, my window is cracked. My poor heart is broken, I'll fix it with duct tape. Fix it with duct tape until you come back. Duct tape is better than glue. Fixes stuff just like new. Be prepared throughout your life. Keep a roll beneath your pillow at night.
Scotch tape and masking tape and electrical tape. I have tried every single color, each variety and every shade. But only duct tape can bind you to me. Oh, find my duct tape. Oh, where can it be?
Duct tape, oh where is my duct tape? My old is leaking, my window is cracked. My poor heart is broken, I'll fix it with duct tape. Fix it with duct tape until you come back.
Scotch tape and masking tape and electrical tape. I have tried every single color, each variety and every shade. But only duct tape can bind you to me. Oh, where my duct tape? Oh, where can it be?
All right. Make yourself beautiful for the curtain call, okay? So, old world, new world, our world. Our ancestors came from the old world, and they came from places they loved, and came to a place that they didn't know. And we have 2 songs, both of them about that kind of leaving. By Heinrich Isaac, written in the 15th century, Innsbruck by our quartet, and followed by what has become a signature song of the Solstice Singers, because it was Pat Brown, our original director's, one of her favorite songs, Never Weather Beaten Sail. But first, Innsbruck, ich muss dich lassen. I must leave you, Innsbruck, now.
Innsbruck, ich muss dich lassen. Ich fahre in meine Straßen. Ihr Fremde von Berlin, mein Freund ist mir verloren. Die Welt weiß O we give Ins rocky coast sun, before the morning stars stand, intended and dying, my void is weak and lost. Dreaming his eyes dead open, for we can dream, for we can never